Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today, we are witnessing a historic shift in how we think about travel, as the dream of flying cars moves from science fiction movies straight onto the streets of China. In a massive development this December 2025, the tech giant XPeng has officially moved its land aircraft carrier into trial production at the world's first dedicated flying car factory in Guangzhou. This isn't just a prototype anymore, it's a modular, six-wheeled electric mothership that carries a detachable two-seat flying module in its rear. With over 5,000 pre-orders already booked and a price tag of around $280,000, this vehicle is designed to drive on standard roads and launch into the sky with a single button press. By separating the driving and flying components, China has bypassed the engineering nightmare of trying to make one single body do both well, creating a practical solution that is ready for the real world. The speed at which this technology is maturing is truly staggering. Just this week, XPeng also unveiled a new, trunk-sized, aircraft concept, suggesting that personal flight might soon be as common as carrying a spare tire. This rapid innovation is backed by a powerful national strategy. China has officially integrated the low-altitude economy into its 15th five-year plan, aiming to turn the air below 3,000 meters into a trillion-dollar industry. While Western competitors like Tesla or Aleph are still largely in the testing and prototyping phases, China is building the physical infrastructure, from massive intelligent factories to urban vertiports in cities like Shenzhen. This proactive approach suggests that the first person to commute to work by air will likely be doing so in a Chinese-made vehicle, marking a significant pivot in global transportation leadership. Looking closer at the strategy, it is clear that China is leveraging its massive electric vehicle supply chain to dominate this new sector. Because these flying cars use the same high-density batteries and motors found in modern EVs, the cost of production is dropping much faster than it would for traditional aerospace companies. However, this isn't just about manufacturing, it's about a complete rethink of urban mobility. By creating a modular system, they've simplified the legal side too. The car part follows road rules, and the drone part follows air rules. This clever, split certification method allows them to hit the market much earlier than an integrated flying car ever could. It is a brilliant example of using existing systems to launch futuristic tech without waiting for decades of new laws to be written. Despite this excitement, the road ahead isn't without its bumps. While the hardware is ready, the software of society, like global air traffic control and public trust, still needs time to catch up. For these vehicles to become truly viral and useful, we will need sophisticated AI systems to manage thousands of simultaneous flight paths to prevent mid-air collisions. Furthermore, while the current $280,000 price point is high, it follows the classic curve of luxury tech, starting as a status symbol for the elite before eventually scaling down for the masses. Overall, China has successfully transitioned from a follower in aviation to a pioneer, and the next 2 years will be the ultimate test of whether our skies are truly ready to become the highways of the future. Thank you for your valuable time. Please do support us by subscribing, sharing, and likes.